All right, bankers, how are you? How are you doing today? So, I hope the preparations for the upcoming JAB examinations are going well. You must be targeting the November examination for the JAB, and in that examination, you have a subject that is Indian economy and financial system, right? So there is a topic, there is a subtopic in this particular subject, that is history of economic planning in India. Actually, the entire economic planning, right from what is economic planning, what is the history of economic planning in India, what are the objectives and goals of the economic planning, and then the 5 years plan and what is the current scenario of the planning in the country. So we will be talking about all this planning ecosystem of the country in today's class. In today's video we are going to talk about the history of economic planning in India. Okay, so let's start without any delay, and first of all let's try and understand what is the meaning of economic planning. So if you try and understand in very simple terms, so you are a banker, you must be getting some salary, right, at the beginning of the month. Now from this salary you allot, you use this salary for different purposes. Like for example, some part of the salary goes for the consumption, some part of the salary goes for the investment, some part of the salary goes for the savings, right? So your salary is the resource, right, and the way you are doing, आप उसको अलग अलग जगहों पे लगा रहे हो, इसी को हम क्या बोलते हैं, इकोनॉमिक प्लानिंग बोलते हैं। या आपने बचपन में अपने घर में देखा होगा, आपके फादर कुछ पैसे लेके आते थे और आप थोड़ा आपकी मदर को देते थे घर के खर्चे के लिए, थोड़ा आपको पॉकेट मनी दिया, थोड़ा घर का रेंट दिया, थोड़ा मोबाइल के बिल्स दिए, थोड़ा सा इंटरनेट का बिल्स दिया, थोड़ा सा टीवी का बिल दिया, राइट, थोड़ा सा राशन के लिए दिया। सो दिस इज व्हाट इकोनॉमिक प्लानिंग। और लास्ट में जो थोड़ा सा जो है वो सेव कर लिया और थोड़ा बहुत इन्वेस्ट कर लिया, तो दैट इज कॉल्ड इकोनॉमिक प्लानिंग। इसी को जब आप कंट्री लेवल के ऊपर लेके जाओगे तो उसी की हमें बात करनी है, ठीक है। So if we talk about the definition, what is economic planning? So it is referred as the way of planning and utilizing the economic resources, right? The salary, right, the salary you are getting is the economic resource, and in case of the country as well, there are certain economic resources, okay? Utilizing the economic resources available in the country to a maximum extent with an aim to achieve well defined socio economic goals. Now अब देखो, देश के लेवल की हम बात करें तो देश के लेवल पे बहुत सारे ऑब्जेक्टिव्स हैं। पहला, एक तो जीडीपी को आगे लेके जाना है, सो वी नीड टू यूटिलाइज द इकोनॉमिक रिसोर्सेज इन अ वे दैट वी मैक्सिमाइज द ग्रोथ ऑफ जीडीपी, ठीक है। नंबर वन, एक्सपोर्ट्स को बढ़ाना है। नंबर टू, फॉरेन रिजर्व्स का ध्यान रखना है। नंबर थ्री, एंड इन सब इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ के अलावा वी नीड टू फोकस ऑन द economic development and human development as well, and for that we need to keep in mind the socio economic goals of the country as well। क्योंकि बहुत सारा पैसा हमारे देश में या फिर किसी एक डेवलपिंग नेशन में कहां पे जाता है, सोशो इकोनॉमिक वेलफेयर के लिए जाता है, जो कि अंडर सर्व्ड और अनसर्व्ड सेक्शंस हैं सोसाइटी के, उनको ऊपर लाने के लिए जाता है, ठीक है। तो बेसिकली इकोनॉमिक प्लानिंग का मतलब क्या होता है, इकोनॉमिक रिसोर्सेज है हमारे पास 10 रुपए है, अब हम उसको कितना एफिशिएंटली यूज कर सकते हैं टू मैक्सिमाइज आर गोल्स, ठीक है, टू मैक्सिमाइज आर ऑब्जेक्टिव्स, ठीक है। इफ वी टॉक अबाउट हर्मन लेवी, who was a German economist, he defined economic planning as a means to secure a better balance between demand and supply by conscious and thoughtful control over either of production or distribution। यानी कि डिमांड, जो इकोनॉमी में रिसोर्सेज की डिमांड है, और सप्लाई यानी कि जो हमारे पास अवेलेबल रिसोर्सेज है, उसमें हमें एक राइट बैलेंस बना के रखना है, ताकि हमारा जो इकोनॉमिक ऑब्जेक्टिव्स है वो फुलफिल हो सके। and this can be either done through production or the distribution, either we control the production or we control the distribution, ठीक है। although in the mixed economy we have to control both, ठीक है। that is the definition of economic planning, my dear friends, I hope it is clear now। if we talk about the history of economic planning in India, so the history of economic planning, right, the economic planning in India started with a book that was published by the great Vishwesvarya, ठीक है। श्री विश्वेश्वरैया ने सबसे पहले एक बुक लिखी थी, एंड द बुक वाज टाइटल्ड एज प्लान्ड इकोनॉमी फॉर इंडिया, एंड ही वाज द फर्स्ट पर्सन इन द कंट्री टू एडवोकेट इकोनॉमिक प्लानिंग फॉर द कंट्री, बिकॉज उससे पहले हमारे देश में कोई इकोनॉमिक प्लानिंग होती नहीं थी, और जो होती थी दैट वाज ऑल इन द फेवर ऑफ द ब्रिटिशर्स, ठीक है, द यूके, ठीक है। इंडियंस का कोई उसमें ध्यान नहीं रखा जाता था। इकोनॉमिक प्लानिंग हमने पिछली वीडियो में पढ़ा था, इंडिया को बस एक रॉ मटेरियल का सप्लायर और इंपोर्टर ऑफ द फिनिश प्रोडक्ट्स बना रखा था ब्रिटिशर्स ने। उसके अलावा इंडिया की कोई इकोनॉमिक प्लानिंग नहीं थी जिसमें कि इंडिया के लोगों का भला हो सके, ठीक है। सो Sir Visvesvaraya came up with this book Planned Economy for India, and for the very first time, the concept of economic planning was introduced in the year 1934. Okay. After that, in the year 1938, a national planning committee was established. A national planning committee was established, and this committee was chaired by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, and this committee was established by the then president of Indian National Congress, that is नेताजी सुभाष चंद्र बोस. ठीक है. सो इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस ने एक कमेटी बनाई जिसका नाम था नेशनल प्लानिंग कमेटी, राइट. उसको चेयर किया था पंडित जवाहरलाल नेहरू ने, और इस चेयर को, इस प्लानिंग कमेटी को बनाया था किसने? आईएनसी ने, जिसके चेयर थे उस टाइम नेताजी सुभाष चंद्र बोस. ठीक है. नाउ व्हाई दिस प्लानिंग कमेटी वाज फॉर्म्ड? Obviously, as the name says, national planning committee, which means some kind of planning must be there in its framework. So yeah, it was it was set up to provide ways and means for the establishment of new industries and also for the development of the existing ones. उस समय हमारे देश में, as you know, we were the suppliers of the raw materials, right? So the focus was on creating the industries in the country so that we could also become the supplier of the finished products. ठीक है. So keeping that in mind, the National Planning Committee was established, and the major objective was the establishment of new industries and also the development of the existing ones. Like that time we had jute industries, majorly the textile industry. So the objective was to develop the existing ones as well, right? After that, in 1944, a plan was constituted, that is called Bombay Plan. So it was constituted, it was framed by 8 leading Indian industrialists at that time. Okay? They published a plan for the economic development which came to be known as the Bombay Plan, right? It was in the year 1944. You need to remember the years because your examination is the objective, so they can ask you the year in which the plan was formulated. Okay? What was the objective of this plan? The objective of this plan is to double the per capita income and the national income of that period. ठीक है. जो भी उस समय का इनकम था उसको डबल करना was the objective. And how what was the major proposal? The major proposal was to increase the output of the agriculture sector by 2 times and industrial sector by 5 times within the period of 15 years. यानी starting from 1944, उसके बाद अगले 15 सालों तक एग्रीकल्चरल सेक्टर का जो आउटपुट है उसको डबल करना था, और इंडस्ट्रियल सेक्टर जो कि था भी नहीं एक्चुअली में, उसको 5 गुना बढ़ाना था. ठीक है. नाउ व्हाई the major focus was on the industrial sector? Because of the obvious reasons, because we were only the importer of the finished products, so the objective was to become the exporter of the finished products from the country, and that could only be happen if we had the robust industrial system in the country. Okay? And the total cost of the plan was 10,000 crore, which were to be invested over 15 years. That was Bombay Plan. In the same year, in the year 1944, M. N. Roy drafted another plan which is which came to be known as People's Plan. Okay? The Indian Federation of Labour came up with an alternative plan to the Bombay Plan which is known as the People's Plan. It was drafted by M. N. Roy in 1944. Okay? Now, on one hand, the Bombay Plan was focused on expanding the industries in the country, while on the other hand, the People's Plan was focused on providing the basic needs to all the people in the country within a span of 10 years. ठीक है. It was a 15,000 crores plan. ठीक है. तो डिफरेंस समझ में आ गया होगा बॉम्बे प्लान और पीपल्स प्लान में. बॉम्बे प्लान क्योंकि इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट ने क्रिएट किया था, सो द मेजर फोकस वाज ऑन टू creating the industries in the country, while the People's Plan was created by Indian Federation of Labour, which was focused on providing the basic needs to all the people in the country. Right? To achieve the aim, the plan had laid a special emphasis on development of agriculture through nationalization of land, and the reason, the rationale behind development of agriculture was that more than 85% of the population was engaged in the agriculture then. So that is why People's Plan was focused more on agriculture and less on industries. Okay, I hope it is clear. Then in the same year in 1944, Gandhian plan was formulated by S. N. Agarwal. At some places it is written as S. N. Agarwala, so don't get confused. Okay? He was the then principal of Wardha Commercial College. Okay? He authored the Gandhian plan. Okay? It was framed in the light of the Gandhian principles, and the fundamental feature was It aimed to develop a decentralized, self-sufficient agricultural society with emphasis on the development of the cottage industry. So it was completely focused on the Gandhian philosophies, Gandhian principles, right? The first objective was to decentralize the plan, which means, there must be the role of the grassroots level institutions like panchayats, like villages, right? Also, it was focused on shaping, on enhancing the agricultural output, with of course a small focus on the cottage industries in the country, because cottage industry हमारे देश में बढ़ रही थी, गांधी जी चरखा चलाते थे, ठीक है। स्वदेशी मूवमेंट चला था हमारे देश में कुछ लगभग 20 साल पहले. So the focus was on the development of the cottage industry. The cost of this plan was estimated as rupees 3500 crores. ठीक है. Now, last but not the least, the Sarvodaya plan, which was drafted by Jayaprakash Narayan in 1950. I hope you guys have heard this name, Jayaprakash Narayan. Jayaprakash Narayan was the person behind the Sampurna Kranti, which was which was launched. The revolution was launched during the emergency period. ठीक है, JP movement आप लोगों ने सुना होगा. So he is the same person. This plan was also inspired by the Gandhian plan and Sarvodaya idea of Vinoba Bhave. ठीक है, what was the Sarvodaya plan basically? Again, it was emphasized on agriculture and small and cottage industries, same as that of the Gandhian plan, right? It also suggested the freedom from foreign technology and stressed upon land reforms and decentralized participatory planning. ठीक है, अब देखो इन प्लानिंग्स के साथ प्रॉब्लम ये थी दैट दीज प्लान्स वर एक्चुअली ऑन द लाइंस कि पुराने दौर पे ये लाइंस कि ये जो प्लान थे वो चले आ रहे थे. ठीक है, मैं ये नहीं कहूंगा कि बॉम्बे प्लान वाज परफेक्ट और पीपल्स प्लान वाज परफेक्ट, बट in any of these plans there was no perfect balance between giving a boost to the agricultural sector, because from the agricultural sector majority of the Indian population were driving their livelihood, and it was neither of them, none of them was focused on boosting the agricultural industry as well. क्यों? क्योंकि इनमें से कईयों को ऐसे लगता था कि अगर हम इंडस्ट्रीज को बूस्ट करेंगे तो जो मोर देन 85% लोग इंडस्ट्रीज के ऊपर एग्रीकल्चर के ऊपर फोकस्ड है, अपने लाइवलीहुड के लिए डिपेंडेंट है, अपने लाइवलीहुड के लिए, उनको नुकसान हो जाए. ठीक है, बट इसके बाद धीरे धीरे आगे चल के जब हमारी सरकार बनी हमारे देश में, फिर प्लानिंग कमीशन बना, एंड देन प्लानिंग कमीशन केम अप विद एन आइडिया ऑफ 5 ईयर प्लान, जिसमें बहुत सारे 12 डिफरेंट 5 ईयर प्लान जनरेट हुए आज़ादी के बाद, और उस प्लानिंग से हमारे देश को, मतलब हमारे देश को आगे लेके गए हमारे जितने भी लीडर्स थे. ठीक है, सो इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट व्हाट आर द ऑब्जेक्टिव्स ऑफ प्लानिंग, व्हाई डू वी प्लान, and then we will talk about all the 5 year plan, all the important provisions of the 5 year plans. ठीक है, all right, I hope guys the history of economic planning in India is clear. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, keep studying and keep studying hard. Goodbye, take care, and God bless.